Say you're Dak Prescott and you have a coach that decides instead of letting you go for a touchdown, he'd rather wind the clock down to 3 seconds, throw away that chance and kick a field goal. What kind of a vote of confidence does that give you? I want to contrast this with, you see someone like Mike McDaniel, right? Everyone was so down on Tua Tagovailoa. Tua Tagovailoa is becoming one of the best quarterbacks in the league. And it's because Mike McDaniel made him a mixtape. Mike McDaniel came in and said, I believe in you. I think you're awesome. Here's a reel of all your best plays. If Mike McDaniel were the coach of the Dallas Cowboys, if Mike McDaniel were the coach of Justin Fields, would we see a completely different quarterback?
We've seen so many quarterbacks' careers ruined because they got on a team where the head coach or the offensive coordinator is like, no, we're going to do what I want to do. You have to fit square peg in a round hole. And unfortunately, like you're bringing up with Dak, it's one of those situations where instead of just doing like what is best for Dak or what is best for Justin Fields, it's trying to mold them into something they're not. And that's why they're suffering. But when they let them loose, like, yes, Dak may throw some interceptions. The best example of this is like in Detroit, Jared Goff was kind of the butt of jokes for a number of years. They got a good offensive coordinator with Ben Johnson, who's going to be the hot ticket item, in the offseason to hire him. And he made a guy that people don't really believe in. Everyone's like, oh, I remember him with McVay, and McVay was telling him where to throw the ball. He was telegraphing it before the snap. And now Jared Goff is like, I'm not going to say MVP, but he's, potentially in the mix, at least for Offensive Player of the Year, something like that, where he's leading the 5-1
because
Lions.
Dan Campbell's out there as his biggest, fan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not to say that he's not criticizing them or critiquing them or helping them get better, but they actually give a vote of confidence. And I'll tell you, that is what was wrong with Dak when he was overthrowing and all that, because he's been told that he's going to screw up.